I'm out here at the ranch today to assess whether or not it's feasible to turn this into a micro semi-truck, flat nose. I think it is. Imagine the cab being here. Oh, and take the seat off and put it over the engine. All right, doing some research here on the flip phone, and it's very flat on the front. Like, it's very close to the thing here, so I'm just gonna build it back a little bit, and I will sit behind the engine. Final answer. Now I gotta get back to work. Okay, this is a first for me. Yeah, that's not gonna work, right? Steering assembly out. I'm pretty sure I can just put this on the front, flip the bars around, and chop them down. So they face out. When I flip them, they face in. So I'm gonna take these off and flip them. That was one of the biggest holes I've drilled in metal with this particular drill press.
That's it.
I'm going to chop it in half, round off the corners, and I will have tabs for to mount my cab hinge to. I was able to drill this old tube out and get it to ooze out again. And I'm putting a dab between the wires and the skin. realized something. To get these headlights to mount, I don't need to cut holes out, I don't think. I can just surface mount these, and the reflection behind it will be sufficient. Unless I want to illuminate, then I'll have to drill a hole and put a bulb in, which I might. Yeah! So I used my template to trace onto the metal, and now I'm going to see if I can roll some of this out with my bead roller. So not too bad for my first grill. See how much it curled? I need to look up and see, like, is there a way to prevent that? And now I'm going to try to do a perimeter and just see what it ends up looking like. Actually, it worked pretty well. It looks like crap, maybe? No, it looks okay, right? Let me show you. Look at that. That's not bad, right? Picture this painted and this just shining. Try number 2. Let's call it the final try for the grill. I'm going to trace this, redraw the lines, and be more careful when I cut it. Or, sorry, when I bead roll it. Mainly here and here. And then I'm not going to cut it with tin snips. That was terrible. I'm going to cut it with my die grinder. I think this one's going to work. It has to. It just has to work. Pretty perplexing. So it's on guitar, open E, and then if you were to straddle the 12th fret with a bar on your forefinger, and just these two, the middle 2 pack, and just play them all. Sounds really good. Well, I messed up. It's not a huge mess up. I underestimated how tight you need the tape to be so overspray doesn't get up under. Secondly, these stripes should have been smaller. But maybe they look kind of cool. If you don't see it coming together now, you lack vision. Time to make the gas tank. Oh, side mirror. I want to bend up some of these, flatten the edges so they can screw in, and make a bracket for it. Yes. Got this all thread tightened in here to center this washer. I'm going to weld this washer, weld that washer, and that'll reduce this tube down to this axle size. put a copper tube in there. Okay, I got this off of there. Plan is to weld this onto there. I got that line. Grind it out so this is clear. And run it. Here's the big moment. I got this ground out. And I'm about to weld it there, there, there. Along there and along there. This has to work. I mean, I don't know it's gonna work. I was wondering how I was going to mount these fuel tanks. So on the inside there's going to be reinforcement that the screw goes into. Then I'm going to add the second cap. You know when you're building something, you get to that moment, that like breakthrough moment where something really comes together. Day before the show, and it is time to test out my mobile setup. Power inverter, battery, and fogger. Red to red, black to black. Clamps on. Plug in. Turn on. Oh cool. Got a little 11.6 volts, could be higher. Should cycle back on in a little bit. Oh, there it goes. Sweet, it's working. Let's see how long I can do it. I was able to shorten this visor and radius it like the factory side. Okay. With the bandsaw and a little bit of help from my treadmill belt sander. Nice.